Thomas, says the Topham Hatt, I'd like you to collect some surprises from the friendly sharks at the beach. But beware of the piranha. Bring them back here, and these two kind gentlemen will open them for me. Thomas left. Hello, said Thomas. Are you a friendly shark? Have you got a surprise for me? Thank you, said Thomas, and he left. Thomas left while Spider-Man and Iron Man opened the egg. It was Captain America. Hello, said Thomas. Are you another friendly shark? Yes, lied the piranha. The real shark came to Thomas's rescue. Thank you, said Thomas. It was R2-D2 from Star Wars. Back at the beach, another shark turned up and gave Thomas a surprise. You look similar, but a little different, said Thomas, but thank you. It was Butch from The Good Dinosaur. Back at the beach, the piranha nearly tricked Thomas, but he realised just in time. It was a Judy Hopps rubber from Zootropolis. Back for the last surprise, the piranha tried to trick Thomas again, but this time the friendly shark's mouth closed around the piranha and pulled him away. Then Thomas saw that there were, in fact, 2 friendly sharks. "Thank you both," he said, and off he went. It was Bulldog from Plains. "Thank you all very much," said Sir Topham Hatt, "for these wonderful surprises." Thomas was in the jungle. Thomas was here to find the lost emeralds. The minions were here to find the emeralds as well.
What? Emeralds? No, bananas.
The gorillas had seen the minions. Thomas approached the gorilla's lair and got into the lift. The lift rose and dislodged a truck. The lift rose again and Thomas hurtled out down a track. With pictures of other engines hung in the gorilla's lair, Thomas saw the truck and realised it was full of emeralds. He'd found them. Now to get them out. He reversed up to the truck, coupled up and went towards the second lift. The rickety lift took him to the top and out by the gorilla. He sped down the track to escape. The minions were pleased to see Thomas. They looked in the truck.
Emeralds? Where are bananas?
They persuaded Thomas to go in again and get the bananas. The minions looked after the emeralds. This time Thomas found the bananas. The gorillas knew what Thomas was doing and moved some of the wood to the bottom of the track. Thomas escaped again, but hit the wood. The bananas went everywhere. The minions were too busy looking after the emeralds to see the accident. Thomas came back.
Bananas?
"Behind you," said Thomas. Thomas left.
Emeralds. Oh.
It wasn't the minions' day. Thanks for watching our video featuring the Thomas Take and Play Jungle Quest set. The lift is activated by pushing the handle down. 3 pushes up and the 4th push sends the lift down again. The first lift also sets the truck in motion.
It was a normal day on Sodor, and the trains were hard at work. Unfortunately, Frank was in a really bad mood. He charged straight into a tree. And it fell on the track. And Toby was heading straight towards it. Oh dear. Toby had fallen off the track. But Frank wasn't finished yet. He spotted a pile of cargo. This time, Thomas was heading for it. What a mess, said Thomas. Frank ran away. Nearby, Samson and James were working hard. Frank changed a point, leading Samson straight towards a crossing. The timing couldn't have been worse. "Oh, I'm sorry, Samson," said James. "The points must have been changed. You weren't supposed to go this way." Both of the trains were stuck. Thomas then arrived. "Oh no, Frank got you too," he said. "Yeah, he changed the points," said James. "What are we going to do?" asked Samson. Thomas had an idea. The trains were put back on the track and a cage was made. Thomas then bravely whistled Frank over. Frank charged towards him. Thomas suddenly reversed out of the way, so Frank charged right into the cage. James then pushed the fence into the gap, trapping Frank inside. "It worked," said Thomas. "He shouldn't bother us anymore," said Toby. Samson also arrived to thank Thomas. So the engines could all return to their jobs without being bothered. Bill and Ben had a new friend for Thomas. "Hello, Thomas," they said. "We have a new truck for you," said Bill. "He carries coal," said Ben. "Oh wow, thank you," said Thomas. "He's just over there," said Bill. his name is Hector." "Have fun," they giggled as they reversed away. Why are they giggling? Thought Thomas. So he went over to introduce himself. "Hello, Hector. I'm Thomas," said Thomas. Okay," replied Hector. "Come on, let's go and get some coal." So Thomas coupled up to Hector and they left. The journey started well, but Hector got bored, so he started applying his brakes randomly. "Please, could you not do that? Otherwise this journey's going to take ages," asked Thomas. "Yeah, okay," replied Hector, before doing it one more time. Hector then decided to uncouple the trucks behind him. The trucks found it hilarious, but Thomas didn't notice. They finally reached Sam and the coal. "Hello, Thomas," said Sam. "Hello, Sam. Please could you fill my 3 trucks?" asked Thomas. "3? But you only have 1, said Sam. Hector was laughing. "Hector, was that you?" asked Thomas. "Hector? He's bad news, Thomas," warned Sam. "Well, he hasn't been very helpful so far. Fill him with coal then." So Sam scooped up the coal and was about to put it in Hector when Hector suddenly tugged Thomas back. So Sam poured the coal all over Thomas. Thomas was very angry. Coal was everywhere. He stormed off angrily. What was he going to do? He ran into Duck. "Hello, Thomas. Are you alright?" asked Duck. "I've got a really annoying truck. How do you deal with Scruffy?" he asked. "You just have to be quite firm with it," replied Duck. This gave Thomas an idea, so he thanked Duck and returned to Hector. "You again?" said Hector. "Why is there no coal in you?" asked Thomas. "I tried," said Sam, "but he just refused to take any. But I filled these 2 trucks up for you, Thomas." So Thomas took the 2 trucks and decided to push Hector this time. He made Hector's journey as uncomfortable as possible. He then took Hector to a small hill. "Have a great fall," said Thomas. But Hector went much faster than he expected. Oh dear. "Sorry, Hector. I didn't mean for that to happen," said Thomas. I'm sorry for being such a pain today," said Hector. I'm just really nervous." "Oh, don't be nervous," said Thomas. "This job is actually much more fun than it looks." Chomper then arrived to get Hector back on the track. "Thank you, Chomper," said Thomas. "No problem," he said. "Let's deliver some coal," said Thomas. So he coupled up to Hector and off they went. And believe it or not, Hector had a really good time.
"Thomas, I need you to collect some paint from Farquhar Station," said Sir Topham Hatt to Thomas. "James has scratched his paintwork and needs a nice new coat of red shiny paint." "Yes, sir," replied Thomas. "I'll go straight away." And off he steamed. But before he could reach the station, Marley the sheep was standing on the track. Thomas whistled for him to move. he just stood there. I know, thought Thomas. I'll get to the station the other way. So Thomas reversed and went down the other track. But Marley was in a particularly mischievous mood, and as soon as Thomas moved, so did he. Oh no, not again, thought Thomas. He's doing this on purpose, so that I can't get to the station. I'll go back the other way. And so he reversed again. But naughty Marley was standing in his way again. He's there again, thought Thomas. I'll trick him and try the other line on this side. So Thomas went the long way round. But Marley was too clever for him. Thomas by now was very cross. Every time he tried to reach the station, Marley was always in the way. I'm never going to be able to get the paint for James, he thought. Just then, some minions arrived.
Ooh.
They thought they could help.
Idea.
First, they tried to push Marley off the line.
Push.
But that didn't work.
Push.
Then, they tried to tempt him with a banana.
Banana. Yum.
But he wasn't interested. Lastly, they tried to pull Marley off the line with some rope.
Pull. Pull.
But that didn't work either. Luckily for Thomas, the Paw Patrol team had also noticed what had happened. Ryder spoke to Chase. "This is a job for you, Chase." Chase was very pleased to help and whizzed down the chute. He knew what Marley liked, and it wasn't bananas. He managed to pop a bale of hay into his police truck and off he went. When he arrived, he placed the hay in front of Marley. Marley was very interested in the hay. He followed Chase and stepped off the line. Chase even managed to guide Marley back into his pen. And closed the gate. Thomas was very grateful. He could get to the station to collect the paint. The minions even helped to load the paint into the truck. Not long afterwards, James emerged with his lovely new coat of red, shiny paint. And everything was back to normal.
"I'll race you to Lower Tidmouth," said Thomas to Percy, and off he went. Percy went a different way, but just around the first bend, something went wrong with Thomas, and he stopped. Percy didn't realise and raced on. Thomas's driver got out. He said, "I just need my tool belt." Percy made it to the station. "I won! I won!" Thomas's driver got out his tool belt and took out a spanner. "Ah, that's the problem, Thomas. A bolt has come undone, but the nut has dropped off somewhere. We'll never find that, Thomas. We need a replacement." Meanwhile, Percy was worried that Thomas hadn't reached the station and left to look for him. "There you are," said Percy. "Ah, Percy," said Thomas's driver. "Thomas needs a replacement nut. Could you fetch it for us?" I'll radio ahead to say you're coming. Percy left. In a short while, he came back with the new nut. That was quick, Percy. Thomas's driver then set to work. He put the bolts back, holding the metal straps together. Put the nut in place and the spanner around it. He then used a screwdriver to tighten it up. There, he said. Just needs a drop of oil now. He packed his tool belt up and thanked Percy. With his engine fixed, Thomas then got back to racing against Percy. Thanks for watching our story, which featured the Thomas and Friends Engineers Toolkit playset. There's 35 pieces, including some train maintenance cards, some train timetable cards, some pens, some nuts and bolts, 4 lengths of metal, plastic, a tool belt with hammer, screwdriver and spanner, a pretend walkie-talkie, clock and compass, and some oil and an oil can. The belt will fit around a young engineer's waist with the Velcro strap. Everything you need to keep the trains running on time.
Thomas was on coal duty. He was delivering it to the engine sheds. Chomper was at the coal yard to load it into the trucks. "Coal please, Chomper," said Thomas, so he filled the trucks. "There you go," said Chomper. Thomas thanked him and left. But a strange thing happened on the way. When Thomas passed through a tunnel, his coal disappeared. But he hadn't noticed. He bumped into Percy. "Sorry, Percy, I can't stop. I'm delivering coal," said Thomas. "But you're going the wrong way. The coal yard's the other way," said Percy. "What? No, I've already picked up the coal," said a confused Thomas. "No, you haven't. Your trucks are empty," said Percy. "That's strange. I saw Chomper fill them with coal. Where did it all go?" wondered Thomas. So he reversed off back to the coal yard. "That was a very quick delivery," said Chomper. "I didn't deliver it. I lost it on the way," said Thomas. "That's strange." "Oh well, I'll give you some more coal," said Chomper. So he filled the trucks again. "Be careful this time, we're running out of coal," warned Chomper. "We can't afford to lose any more." Thomas understood and left. but again, it disappeared. He reached Percy. "It's gone again, Thomas," he said. So a frustrated Thomas went back to the coal yard. "Oh, not again," sulked Chomper. "I won't lose it this time. If I push the truck, I will see exactly when it disappears," explained Thomas. So the truck was put in front of him and he pushed it away. In the tunnel, the coal disappeared again. It disappeared in that tunnel, thought Thomas. Then, out of the corner of his eye, he saw a coal-filled truck leave. It was very suspicious, so he followed it. It went into an area which trains weren't allowed to go in. This is very suspicious, he thought. So he went in and immediately saw the culprit. Diesel 10. Got him, thought Thomas. "I've got you now," cried Thomas. "Oh no." "Why have you been stealing my coal?" Thomas asked. "Diesels don't need coal, so without it I can show that Sodor can be run by diesels," said Diesel 10. "Well, your plan hasn't worked," said Thomas. He called Sir Topham Hatt. "Diesel, you're in big trouble now," said Sir Topham Hatt. "You're going to have to deliver all of this coal as punishment." "Oh no." So Chomper loaded up all of the trucks. And Diesel reluctantly delivered them to the engine sheds. Hi, I'm Dave, and thanks for watching my video. Please check out any of our other videos and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you soon!